welcome to another video of Nu-Trix the Synth Guy, and today we're talking about the Critter Guitari, I would say it like that, the Eyesy or Eyesy or Eyesy, Eyesy, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but this is a video synthesizer, but it's interactive with the sound that goes into it, and it's an interactive to also MIDI. So you've got an audio in, you've got a MIDI in, you have a video out, of course, HDMI or the old RC connector. You've got the power connector in, on and off. There's a small little connection here. You can actually put some cards and load some pictures and stuff like that. I haven't tried it yet. And you have a USB port where there's a included wireless Wi-Fi connector here. The look is really nice. I mean, if you look at it, it's wood, the knobs are very solid, it's all in metal, so it's a really cool box. And at the bottom, you have the information for all of these buttons on the top. So it's really easy to just take it and start running with it. It's just like simple. And you just patch at the back, turn it on, and it's ready to go. So it's very simple. In the last weeks, I did a video using visual synthesizer, the VS from Imaginando, and it was pretty cool. So I'm actually happy to test this and to see where these go. I mean, the other one was a software. This was it's a hardware box, but it's actually like anything else. It's a computer running into this little box here. And on that note, if you're interested into going further with something like this, in the website of Critter and Guitari, there's a section where they talk about coding. You can actually code your own, I would say, visual interface or reaction on the way it would react. So very simple layout. You've got a lot of graphic just to show you how this works. I'm going to show you the screen so you'll see. Let's switch here to the screen. So that's the screen. So what you have when you press on this, you've got this data information with you. So you've got the information of the 4 knobs. You see knobs, there's the value of the knobs, and each of them, they have a specific role to play in all of these presets. And every preset you've got control for the 5 values. The last one, the 5th, number 5, always controls the background color. The 4 always the control of the color for the item that is moving on screen. So either you go with something like black and white, moving, or solid color, and in the end you've got the rainbow colors, okay, or whatever, multicolors if you want. So this is how you control. So you can easily just like select the color you want. Now, like everything that is video based, if you send a lot of data into this, you're gonna have a lot of rapid image. So be careful if something is that you can't watch without having problems. And what you have on screen right now also gives you an impression of the rest here. If you press on these here, these are the presets. And you see at the top, you see, oh yeah, number 2 of 66, aquarium. So that's the preset that you can, if you like it, you can actually save it in these here. These are the scene that you save. You go save, and now it's memory number 10, because there was already 8 other memories before that. So you can actually save these and actually use this like that. And then this is kind of the quick setup. You can, let's say you record them and you keep them for your song. While you do your live show, you can just switch between them instead of going like this and, going a lot further. So you've got the left, right here, and these 3 change reason of existing, if you want, or what they're controlling is changing for depending on the presets. But the color of the main item and the background is more or less always the same. So if I can put it in the middle here. So right now there's no sound going in. This is what you have. You have this movement. If you want to change this, you have left and right here, and you have this here, which is how this thing is reacting. So I've put it very small. I put it really at the middle here. So without any sound, you have this. Now, if I'm going to have some sound, let's just go into a synthesizer here. Wait a sec. always. You go, well, it doesn't change that much. Not in this one. Put it on the side, like you said earlier. Change the size of it and the way it reacts. Color, background color also. So really quick to do something that you like. Now you have also this thing here. There's you can just like switch to another value. So they call it trigger. So you're triggering something. So you can trigger it, and there's this thing here, which is you see the normal value, or you see it with persistence on the screen. So you click. Wow, if you look at it now, it gives you that kind of a. Yeah, it's really cool. That's actually pretty neat. If I want it to be bigger, that's pretty cool. Now if I press any, if I change a color, persistence would still keep the old one. Okay, so that's for persistence. You can also have some controller here in real time. Let's put this out just so we don't see it. If you press, it's kind of a shift. When you press on it, you can control the input gain, control the trigger control. You want it to be triggered by audio. That's what I want. Trigger quarter note. So you can be really triggered on some type of MIDI information. Link is Ableton link. And then you've got the MIDI clock. So if you use the MIDI, you have that. You have MIDI notes. So if you send MIDI notes, the notes will trigger it. So let's put it to audio. So then you see straight now. It's not moving anymore. So now it's more reacting in real time. Actually, let's go into this, notes. Look at this. This is pretty cool. So you could actually use this to give some visual reaction of what you already are doing, or use it without listening to the sound, but just looking at how you see the graphic doing. It's actually really nice. Let's actually see another one. See, this one can go down here. Actually, there's a session here where I have just drums. And keep in mind that if you pick something like the green here, where's the green? This green. For me, that's pretty much green screen. So if you put that and you use it as an overlay with something that supports green screen background, you could have this on top of your live feed of you playing live. So you would have some type of image happening. This is really cool. You see the reaction if I stop it? So there's no movement anymore. So if I could send MIDI, well, I will try to do that, but I could actually move these also. Oh, this is heavy. This is cool. Okay, this is another one. Again, let's just try one to see how if it just have these. And you have a lot of them. This is pretty cool. This one is moving, create movement in it. And this one is kind of the other type of movement. Oh, there's like two movement in this one. The size, the color. That's triangular now. Oh, this is interesting. Now you're going into notion of having an oscilloscope. Let's try the one we had earlier. Was this one? If I go into this one here. Ah, that's screwed it. See, this is the amount of lines you have. To figure out how to. This is really nice. I like it. Okay. Again, let's try another. So this is how fast they go from left to right. Oh, that's the size of them. Okay. This is how fast they're moving. Okay. Okay. Got plenty of weird ones. So now you've got, and this one you've got an oscilloscope. That's what you have. You have an oscilloscope here, playing here. You have the size of the lines. You get how many lines you have. More. Now this is okay. Let's stop this just for. This is pretty cool. Okay. And again, you can change the color. I think I'm going to use this one often because this means something. I mean, visually. Okay, you can actually see this like that. That's a cool one. So that's a zoom in. That's a left. Okay, this is all fat, if you want or how thick each of the lines are. And this is the moving square, how big they are. This is really nice. Okay, we have another one here. Again, a line that you can play with. That's actually two lines, left and right, I guess. So it means that the back input is a stereo in. Okay. Now that one is also a cool one. Look at that. If we stop this, so you can go up or down, left or right. Of course, the background color and the color of the line itself, and then kind of the thickness of each of them. And remember, if we add to this the movement, you can actually go have these cool effects you can control in real time. Another one with some type of LFO to it. You see it moves all around your screen. So these two always come back to the movement, and this one to the thickness of the graphic, you know? So again, the movement with it's some type of reaction to the sound. So if you don't, this is a lot of moves. So if you bring it slower, you kind of see the movement in it. And the color changing. Pretty cool. So this is the size of it. This is how much movement away from kind of. I'm not sure if we can go with wireless and type in the text we want. And it could be my name, you know, name of the band, name of the song, or text of the lyrics. That'd be cool. Probably. I mean, there's a way to code it, so I'm guessing you can actually go into some of that part. Okay, what do we have here? Again, if you go very small, okay. Actually, oscilloscope. The name is 3 scopes. So you get 3 scopes here. So the size of it, where I want them to move, color, this is pretty cool. Same logic. You can put them one on each. Okay, so you get control over each of them on one side. The size of them, like more like 8-bit or more like precise. But if you have just the kick and snares, like this is really nice. What else? is also pretty cool. Go down or up, left or right, and few of them or more of them. This is just like, it looks really nice. I like it. Some of them, I think they're more made to be controlled by MIDI or something else, because they don't seem to react to sound specifically. So that's the logic. You've got 64, 66 memories. Most of them are made to follow audio, and there's also MIDI you can send, and there's also different types of, like we said here, ways to trigger. You can trigger by audio, link, 8-note, MIDI clock, so it's going to be on the tempo with the song, and MIDI notes, so when you play the notes. So if you want this to be linked to a solo or a bass line, it can actually go with the notes. But if you just want it to be in sync with the tempo without having the drum sing into it, you can just sync it to the MIDI clock and it will work. So it's pretty cool. But for now, as a first exploration, by default, this box, without, you know, anything else, is still very valuable and interesting. And just by the audio, can have a lot of interaction in real time. And I like the notion that if you use this with the green background, it can become some type of overlay with the, you know, green screen on it, and this with whatever other, you know, video presentation you have, even live, you can have some movement on top of your stuff. So interesting, pretty interesting. I'll keep looking at it, and if you have any question or comments, put them below. See you soon, stay safe, and make more music. Cheers.